I got you both. Yowza. Oh, 3 for 1. No, sir. Yowza. Get out of here, you dirty bastards. What is that that keeps popping up in the water? Oh, it's a reflection glitch. Yeah, it's trying to reflect the, something on the ship, I think. Alright, well, according to Roquefort, Horus might be somewhere on the beach here. But they wouldn't exactly know where, because they haven't actually looked for him. But I see a campfire over there. That seems like a good start to me. Still burning, but that doesn't always mean anything. Oh! But seeing a guy in a Guardian uniform means quite a lot.
Only good beasts are dead beast.
This is how I'm hearing that thunk, thunk, thunk as they're rolling down the ground.
Hey, what are you doing here?
And you are?
I'm Horus, Guardian on a mission for the Mages. I'm hiding from the Inquisition right now.
I met with Commandant Sebastiano.
Then you probably know that the Commandant wants me dead.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Supposedly, you stole something from him.
Really?
So, have you got it?
Of course I've got it. Here, the monolith stone, straight from Di Fuego's office. That's why I'm here. But that's not the whole truth.
Tell me.
Commandant Sebastiano wants the coordinates of Tyrannus.
What do you think the Inquisition is planning?
Well, I'm sure that the soldiers here aren't interested in forming an alliance with us Guardians.
They're planning to attack the mages.
Even if they find our island, their muskets are no match for crystal magic.
The fact that they might even try is worrying.
And that's why I have to return there.
That's not all, right?
Right. I have to take my spoils to Tyrannus.
The spoils that you stole from here.
So what? The mages need to hear about what's going on here.
How did you get here?
I've been traveling for weeks. Whenever I have a chance to hitch a ride, I take it. It can be a pirate ship or a sloop, it doesn't matter. But I refuse to set foot on an Inquisition ship.
What do you know about the shadows?
They're fatally dangerous and come pouring out of the crystal portals.
Yeah, I've noticed that already.
Stay away from those things, because anyone who looks at them will lose their mind.
Bullshit. Good. I'll take you along. My boat's moored in a little bay near the mangroves.
The mangroves? I hid there for a few days once, so I'll find it. Oh yes, and one more thing. Thanks.
So it's not even an option to actually kill him for the sake of the Inquisition. Which isn't really surprising, because the Inquisition are not a joinable faction at all, so it'd be kind of stupid to help them out when they're just trying to kill everything in sight. What has yet to be explained to me, though, is why the Inquisition has started persecuting the mages. It's just really confusing to me. Someone tried to theorize that it's because the mages stood in the path of Mendoza himself. But I don't think that's really the case, because Commandant Carlos took over authority on... Oh, jeez, that's a lot of crabs. I'm not going to fight them. I just want to finish this guy off. Yeah, Commandant Carlos took over authority of Faranga and pretty much renounced Mendoza as a leader because, you know, he was absolutely batshit and he was just trying to destroy the island. Well, not really trying to per se. It's just his methods. His intentions would have resulted in that inevitably. So, yeah, and obviously Commandant Carlos was not. What's the word? He wasn't drummed out of the Inquisition for what would have been an apparent betrayal. So it's pretty obvious that even the Inquisition thought Mendoza's methods were too much. But then again, in the Back to the Roots trailer, Mendoza has a quote that said, "We should never have banished the mages, we should have killed them." And he still talks as if he is a part of the Inquisition, or was a part of it when they started persecuting the mages.
Alright.
My only idea is that maybe the Inquisition started persecuting the mages on the mainland, and when they came to Faranga, the mages on Faranga, because they had been isolated by the storms, had no idea what was going on the mainland to realize that the mages had been so heavily persecuted. But the fact that none of this was mentioned in Risen 2 is what makes it seem like a cop-out. So I'm not too satisfied with that. I think they could easily have given another reason for the Inquisition to attack the mages.
Hey, what are you doing here? Get out of my kitchen. My potatoes will burn if you keep distracting me. Oh, too late. So, what did you want?
Takes that... I don't know. I don't think it's that quick to burn potatoes.
You're a cook.
No, fuck that. I'm a soldier.
Then what are you doing in the kitchen?
Someone has to make sure that the fine, fancy gentlemen get their food and drink. I had no choice in the matter. I just hope nobody complains about the taste of my food. I've been using everything I can find to stretch this stodge out so there's enough for everyone. No idea how Osorio used to manage.
At least there's a reference to the last guy.
People don't like your food.
Well, they haven't said so outright, but if even I don't like it... I'm a soldier, for fuck's sake. I should be shooting people, not cooking. Let me get back to work. I have to heat up Roquefort's wine for him.
Let's trade.
No problem.
He's got the machete. Ah, there we go. So this is what I thought. Down here is... you can upgrade this machete into a much better weapon. Although honestly, it's not that much better, but it does improve your slashing weapon skill. So that's pretty cool. Sugar, so obviously you can still make all sorts of liquors. That's not too useful. So we don't really have anything else. Sell this. Keep those two for now. As much as I'd love to sell these, I'm just going to hang on to them. It might be useful later. These are just loot. I'll hang on to the pearls because I think I might have a use for those. These are all just expensive loot. This would be for crafting jewelry, which we're not going to do because we're not going to be a part of the the thingamajigs, the voodoos. I gotta read that afterwards to see if it's actually something important. So there's all sorts of like random crap in this game too, which I guess is nice. It increases the variety of loot, so you're not just picking up assorted gold nonsense. So that's all buyback stuff. Whatever's in green is stuff you just sold to him and are waiting to accept the trade.
What can you teach me?
Depends on what you want to know.
What I think is they should actually add some kind of cooking skills so that you can make like improved provisions. And doctor needs toughness 10, which I have. Increase your blood value by 10 points per level. Let's do that.
I'd like to increase my life force.
All right then.
So that's he doesn't have any special dialogue for that. Heal yourself by eating raw meat. Ew. I don't have 30 intimidate, I imagine. Yeah. Mine's only at 15. I was at 20. I was at 25, so we're not going to have enough for that. Now let's hang on to my glory for now. You are the gunsmith, sir.
Oi, you're from outside, aren't you?
Aye.
What's the situation there?
One word. Bleak.
Holy shit.
Why, what's wrong?
Look around you. I've been stuck here for months. I've got to get out of here. Yet anyone who tries to leave without permission is killed.
I guess you've had better days.
You could say that again. This island is a powder keg. On the one side, you've got Sebastiano, and on the other, those shadow beasts. And both are dangerous when unchecked.
What do you know about the shadow creatures?
Not much. Only that they kill anything that crosses their path. And that they come out of a dark hole somewhere inland.
What about Sebastiano?
He's usually a very responsible man. He's in charge of the military drills in Puerto Sacarico. But he's gone totally batshit insane.
Right.
Yeah, that skull cave really changed him.
I understand.
Maybe he lost his soul too.
About permission.
A redeployment order. Sebastiano could still have one in his office. Not for me, but for a soldier that kicked it while advancing into the dark cave.
Right. What would you give me if I got you the letter?
Give you? Well, everything I own.
Good answer. I'll get you the redeployment order.
Really? Cheers, but be careful. Don't get caught.
Do you know anything about Di Fuego?
He vanished during the night. I'll go and talk to the night watchman.
What can I learn from you?
What would you like to know?
Teach me... Alright, well, I'm not really going to focus on range. I'm just going to have...
What?
I'm going to have some, So how much does this cost? 2 gold a piece, so that would be 200 gold. I'll start with 50. And what about weapons? That's a much better weapon. Thrusting blade. Ooh, that can become a disc epee. And a regular epee can become a war epee. So 25 to 30. How's that compared to my clapstabber? 15 to 30. Alright, well, the potential damage is still the same. I think the way it works is 15 is the light attack damage, although it does increase with further combos. So I'm not sure how it works, because in Risen 2, the low value was the damage from normal attacks, and the higher value was the damage from power attacks once you charge it up. But since all that is kind of skewed in this game by the fact that, you know, successive combo attacks do more damage, plus you can wind up for varying amounts of damage, it's really difficult to say. Alright, we'll just take those shots. Now I have more shots for the pistol, but I can also use the... Well, that uses lead shot. I want the musket equipped. That's not really much of a musket. This is just a shotgun from the previous game. Is that a person snoring? God, the frame rate's terrible. It is. Night Watch.
Just dropped in, did ya?
What do you know about Di Fuego?
He's the governor of Tacarigua.
I need more detailed information. When did you last see him?
That was a while ago. I've stopped counting the days.
What are you doing?
Do you know anything about Governor Di Fuego's disappearance?
I saw him. It was a while back. He left the camp together with Commandant Sebastiano.
In which direction were they heading?
Towards the jungle. It looked like they were on their way towards the old guard tower.
And?
And the Commandant returned alone.
Well, well.
The plot thickens. By thickens, I mean the Commandant fucking killed him.
Steal from me, would ya?
Yeah, I did. But now I won't. I just wanted to see what I could get away with taking. So, yeah, they do seem more aggressive about stuff.
Just dropped in, did ya?
Yeah, I did. More aggressive about you taking stuff if you're in, like, actual civilized areas. If it's just in a camp out in the woods, then it's not really a big deal.
I've got to take...
Do ya?
There's... I talked to the night watchman. They say that you went out with Di Fuego at night, and later, you returned to the camp alone.
Oh, is that what the guards say? Didn't I already tell you to spare me this nonsense?
So if the Night Watch turns up dead, well, we know what happened. I'm not going to mention Horus. Actually, you know what? What the hell? What happens if I mention Horus? I'm going to save before I do that.
I'll know who to blame if something goes missing.
There's...
Finally. Tell me where he is, and I'll send some people to get him right away.
He left the island.
Really? How do you know?
I asked around.
Then I'll also do some asking around myself. He can't have got far.
Well, I don't get that. Actually, you know what? I think if we instead of inviting Horus onto our ship, if we had left him there on the beach and gone back to Sebastiano, we probably would have been able to betray him. Wow. This place got a bit fucked. Oh, geez, that ambience is a little bit spooky, to be honest. Actually, this doesn't look corrupted, actually. It looks like it was just burned to the ground. That's interesting. Wonder what happened here. Because when you get into the parts of the world that the shadow has taken over... Oh, cheesy Jesus. Eat it. So... what is that, what does it mean when that thing's actually lighting up? Oh, nice. That's actually really powerful, though. Jesus fucking shit. Thanks. Now. Yeah, I don't know if I got to finish my thought earlier, but I do feel like the health regen from provisions is slower than it was previously. I'm just wondering. Well, they're onto me again. Yeah, I think instead of just being... Oh, Jesus. Instead of just showing Instead of just being an indicator of when you could fire your gun again, that glowing ring is instead showing you when you had, like, your chance of hitting an enemy from that distance. So you get closer to the enemy, the ring will get more full. Alright, these things are a little bit tough for us right now, so I'm not sure we're going to go that way yet. Seems to me you might not be intended to explore an entire island the first time you reach it. There's a lot of tough enemies around. Alright, so the plot thickens with the fate of De Fuego. Let's see this. What is this? There's a treasure in the Deadlands. Which, of course, that's like the mangroves. So up here, where the Pirate Bay used to be, doesn't look like there's really much going on there anymore. Maybe here's a spot of bother. For that, I think we need to be able to sneak. Yeah, there it is. Commandant wants me to kill them, but maybe I should speak to them first. So, yeah, it seems like there will be a merciful option. If you are patient enough to look. Let's talk to Vasco again.
Sebastiano sends his regards.
Oh no. I'm in for it now.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Sure. Just give me 200 gold, and I'll tell Sebastiano the issue has been resolved.
You do that for me?
If you ask me again, I might change my mind.
Alright. Alright. Here's your gold.
Why did I get soul bonus for that? Because that was kind of that was almost blackmail. Or something like that. Kind of exploiting his difficult position. There's another fire over there. More hellhounds. Oh, you bugger. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ouch, ouch. Just fucking dodge already. Oh, wow. You can actually use... combo with these.
Bullseye.
That's really interesting. We'll have another drink. So, I mean, obviously swinging with your rifle is a lot slower than swinging with a sword, but it actually does damage this time instead of just like a knockback. There's a ghoulie bully. God, I do really hate the jerkiness of the camera, though. Have that, sir. Ow. Yowza. Woo! That was risky. Right. So yeah, it seems like rifles are perfectly viable even when the distance has been closed. You are no shadow. You must be Severin. Ooh, that's a shadowy ghoul.
Watch out!
Filthy thing. These guys are very powerful, though. The muskets do like a quarter damage to just about anything.
Stop! Who sent you?
What?
Forget it. I can see you're not one of Commandant Sebastiano's people.
And if I were one of Sebastiano's men?
That would be very bad for your health. I'm a traitor, a deserter, and it wouldn't be in my best interests if the Commandant knew where I was.
You are from Caldera, aren't you? You had red hair back then, and a goatee.
Why did you desert?
Because it's a good soldier's duty to challenge every order. Death sentences for innocent civilians are not in the Inquisition's best interest. My duty is to protect the people, not this madness that Sebastiano is asking of us.
Why are you still here if you deserted?
The Commandant isn't the only danger on this island. The shadows from the Skull Cave are a greater menace. Someone has got to face them.
You're a brave soul, aren't you?
Sebastiano would like to see you dead.
I know. And what do you intend to do?
Nothing at all. Stay hidden. If you stay hidden, everyone will think you're dead.
You've got courage in your veins. That's good.
Death sentence. For who?
For some poor bastard. I think his name was Horus. Apparently he stole something from the governor's house. But bear in mind, that shouldn't be punishable by death.
What can you tell me about the Skull Cave?
It rose from the ground a while ago like a rotten mushroom. We were able to advance all the way to its core, but lost many men. The most frightening thing was a strange portal. It drove the Commandant mad.
Looks like there was a lot going on. What would an additional sword arm be worth to you during the fight against the shadows?
A handful of gold if you cover my back. But I'm warning you, this is not child's play.
We could give this an honest effort. Although for this, I think we would want to get Bones with us. What do you say? So this is going to be quite a trick. Actually, let's get Horus with us.
What do you think about this place?
The Inquisition. I think they've seen better days. Funny, they always fall flat on their faces when push comes to shove. As if they were cursed or something. Well, perhaps they should rethink their stale and inflexible ideals.
Actually, it wouldn't make sense to bring Horus with us because the Inquisition is trying to kill him and they're all over this island.
What do you think of this part of the world?
Every tree here stinks of the Inquisition. They conquered the land on some idiotic pretext of wanting to save humanity. They are ignorant and want to destroy us free men. They are narrow-minded, pompous asses.
Come on, let's go.
Of course.
Alright, Bones. To the beach. Gentlemen.
Can you teach for the rock?
And intimidate, we don't have enough of those stats for that. So, first we'll report back in with Jack and let him know what kind of shit's going down back in Puerto Sacarico. And then we'll go help Severin destroy the shadows.